Welcome to, or welcome back to, the Agatha May Detective Agency. I'm Agatha May, and in this episode, we'll be looking at former Pastor Gabriel Mills and learning why I think he's a big dumb doink.
Brothers and sisters, we are here tonight to fight the devil. Do you hear that playing?
Yes, we hear that playing.
Do you know who's playing?
No, who is that playing?
Why, it's Gabriel playing. Gabriel saying, will you be ready to go when I blow my horn? Oh, blow, Gabriel, blow. Go on and blow, Gabriel, blow. I've been a sinner, I've been a scamp, but now I'm willing to turn my lips. So blow, Gabriel, blow.
Gabriel Mills is 41 years old and was the guest experience pastor of Journey Church in Kenosha, Wisconsin. If you're in some position in a church that gives you the responsibility of deciding what titles to give your pastors, and you're thinking of giving one the title of guest experience pastor, just don't do that. Kenosha is the county seat of Kenosha County and is a waterfront city on Lake Michigan, where the locals enjoy pretzels dipped in beer cheese that are washed down by a brewski that is colder than the air howling across that expansive lake. Incidentally, that same air blows into one of Gabe's ears and right out the other without even bumping into the tiniest of obstructions. Even though Kenosha is in Wisconsin, it is part of the Chicago metro area, because if you share a lake, you're family. On their website, Journey Church brags that they are a multi-campus church, and they have this spiffy logo that makes it look like they're trying to be a Pontiac. They have an employee listed on their staff page, and her title is graphic designer. This logo is literally just a down arrow icon that is an Adobe stock image. I mean, cheers to you, graphic design lady. Way to stick it to the man. I hope she charges them a bundle for her ability to search Adobe stock images. Gabriel has 5 possibly lovely children and has been married to his possibly lovely wife for 25 years. Her name is spelled S-C-R-A-H, so I could be mispronouncing it. Maybe it's actually pronounced Sarah. Que sera, sera. Gabe was arrested on September 23rd because while borrowing a church member's phone to download an audiobook app he wanted to share with the church member, he thought it was a good idea to allegedly send spicy photos to himself that were of the church member's wife that he found while he had the phone in his grubby little paws. The husband and wife aren't named in the article, but for clarity's sake, we'll call them Fred and Ginger. The theft of the photos occurred during a church life group meeting that was held at Gabe's house where Fred and Ginger were attending. After borrowing Fred's phone and sending the photos to himself, he decided to go ahead and look at them while Fred and Ginger were still at his house. He was being shady and holding his hand up trying to shield his phone, but Ginger doesn't miss a beat, and she caught a glimpse and recognized that the photo was one she'd sent to Fred and quickly realized how Gabe came to be in possession of the photo. So she confronted Gabe, and he begged her not to tell his wife and even tried to stop her from walking away while he whined and begged. Allegedly. He then followed her to her vehicle and allegedly apologized and told Ginger she could just let it go. Fred states that he texted Gabe about the photos, and Gabe said that the photo was actually of his wife, Sarah. Well, I think Gabe is a big stonkin' liar. Ginger decided to call Sarah and let her know that her husband was looking at and stealing spicy photos. And when Sarah put the phone on speaker so Gabe could have a listen, he once again denied it and said that, "I am a pastor and would never do such a thing." Oh, Gabe. We are on to all of you pastors who pull the "I am a pastor, there's no way I could do that," because all we have to do is go type in "pastor arrested" in the Google search bar, and we'll find arrest after arrest after arrest where a pastor did do all kinds of illegal things. I know by now you're probably already thinking that Gabe is a prize putz and doesn't have a lot of synapses firing. But his actions creep right into the just plain moronic category because you know what Fred does for a living? He's a police officer. Gabe decided that if he was going to, allegedly, steal some vroom-vroom photos of a woman other than his wife, he was going to make sure that woman was married to a police officer. Oh, Gabe, you soggy biscuit of a man. Fred asked his buddies down at the police station if they could pull information from his phone to see if the photos had been transferred, and they replied, "Oh, you betcha." And faster than you can dip a pretzel into your beer cheese, they were able to see that during the time that Gabe was in possession of Fred's phone, the text messaging app and the AirDrop app were both used. Then, to just put the beer-soaked cherry on top of that pretzel, Gabe actually texted Fred while the police were looking through his phone. And here's what he texted. "I didn't go into your Photos app or any other app. I was only in the Audible app. The photo Ginger saw was the most recent thing on my camera roll and must have come up because I hit the camera roll when I had the camera open. Goodness, I believe God has placed you guys in our path to be a blessing to care for you. He has even spoken to me clearly about that. I am stupid, but I did not send any pictures." Well, it's nice that Gabe can admit that he's dumb. That's the first step, Gabby Gabe. When police obtained a search warrant for Gabe's phone, the photos were still on his phone. The dimwit hadn't deleted them. Gabe called his wife from jail when he was initially booked on September 30th and reportedly told her that the charges were related to the photos of Ginger, but that, quote, "I just feel like they're doing this now because they're upset," end quote. Well, I can't imagine why they'd be upset, you dim-witted goober. Gabe was booked into Kenosha County Jail on September 30th and released on bond on October 2nd. But Gabe was arrested again on the morning of October 9th because another victim came forward about him stealing one of her photos, and the police found proof of it. As of this recording, Gabe is still hanging out in the county jail. Can someone please tell Gabe that if he wants naughty pics of women, the internet is just chock full of such things. And while some might argue it's immoral, it's not illegal, unlike stealing photos from someone else's phone. If he'd chosen that route, he wouldn't be having to use a stainless steel toilet right now. I'm thinking that maybe the excitement for Gabe is that he knows these women, and that is disgusting. Can you imagine how violated these women feel right now? Here is a man these women trusted and who is a pastor to at least one of them, and he decided that he had the right to view intimate photos of them and steal these photos without their permission. Journey Church fired Gabriel soon after his first arrest. Under Wisconsin law, the charges Gabe is facing are Class I felonies, and if convicted, he could face up to 3 years and 6 months in prison, a fine of up to $10,000 or both for each charge. Police have said they expect more victims to come forward. I'll keep you updated as events unfold in this case. Gabriel Elisha Mills is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, but there does seem to be a lot of proof against him. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, become a member, comment, and do a little dance as this helps my channel grow. Until next time, stay safe and be happy.